Everyone, this is William Armstrong, and I needed to automatically show a screenshot of a sugar daddy scam that I managed to uncover on Facebook. I'm not going to reveal the person's first and last name for YouTube privacy policy reasons, just by temporarily positioning the phone or the screenshot image in such a way that the real name or the supposed name of the person and Bitcoin wallet don't show. But here's the kicker. On Facebook, there is a profile that does a sugar daddy thing where it wants you to, where this scammer wants you to donate $100 in Bitcoin to get $2,500 for upfront payment, but it talks about depositing Bitcoin $100, which is very sus to me. It is. And hold on, let me just do something real quick. I want to show that the person that I have the person's name, supposed name, censored just to comply with YouTube's privacy policy. So I've accurately zoomed in on the screenshot. By maneuvering the screenshot while zoomed in, I'm able to block out the email address and or the person's supposed name. But this person sent it from a fake Gmail that shows Cash App Payments with two S's on the end at gmail.com, which is fake. And it says Cash App, but that's fake because Cash App never uses a Gmail address to basically let people know that someone sent money to them. And hold on. I'm back here at this area where it just shows the Bitcoin wallet. I've looked up that Bitcoin wallet address. It turns out it had transactions to it. It doesn't show how much is in it. It just shows it said transactions made on it at the Bitcoin wallet. The person behind it just put deposit Bitcoin $100. Notice those colons next to it between the N and the dollar sign is a little sus. And down at the bottom, let me just scroll back at the bottom. It shows here amount is $2,500.00, but in return, it says a $100 fee, which sounds too good to be true. So I debunked the fact that this is a sugar daddy scam and things like that. Let me just look it up and report to you back. Hold on. And we're going to go to the site called Avast and talk about sugar daddy scams. Sugar daddy scammers lure victims by using apps like Instagram, PayPal, or Cash App to offer apparently easy money for doing little in return. Read on from my first-hand account how I spotted a fake sugar daddy trying to scam me. Then install an all-in-one security and privacy tool like Avast to protect yourself from online scams. Okay, we're gonna skip that. It's not a note that this is not a sponsored advertisement or promotion. It's not. But I'm just going to read about what sugar daddy scams are. It says, "So what is a sugar daddy? A sugar daddy is usually an older man who offers money for gifts or other financial incentives to a younger person, their sugar baby, in exchange for companionship or other relationship benefits. This is a voluntary relationship that both sugar daddy and sugar baby feel benefits them." What is a sugar daddy scam? A sugar daddy scam is when a scammer poses as a rich benefactor looking for a sugar baby to spoil. The scam unfolds with a sugar daddy trying to swindle a victim in need of money or looking for a lavish lifestyle. Sugar daddy scams often begin on social media, like what I've had happen to me recently. Sugar daddy scams usually start with a direct message to the victim via Instagram, Facebook, or other social media platform. In my example below, it all started on Instagram. After the initial conversations, the sugar daddies like to move the conversation to another more private platform like WhatsApp, iMessage, or another texting app. A fake sugar daddy man may start flirting with their prospective sugar baby or offering them money straight away. Ultimately, if the victim falls for the trick, they end up giving money to the scammer. These scams works in a number of ways, although not all sugar daddy scams are convincing, as you'll see in my example below. It says here, am a young woman in my 20s and active Instagram user. Recently, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed and received a new direct message request. I saw an older man pictured in the channel's photo. The direct message said, "Hi, pretty. I'm Walker. I would like to have you as my sugar baby, and although this came across an obvious scam attempt, I got curious, so I responded. He promised me euro 1 or €1,500 a week. When I asked what he would like me to do in return. He simply told me that he was looking for someone to talk to since his wife had passed away. To this, I asked how could I be sure that he was trying to scam me. He sent me some pictures of girls holding up signs that said Walker paid me €1,500 or Walker's a real sugar daddy written on them. However, he quickly unsent these messages after sending them. This part of the story remains somewhat of a mystery to me. Finally, I told him, okay, let's do it. Immediately, he asked me for my shareable PayPal payment link, and I sent it to him. I was so curious what would happen next. What happened then was put simply predictable. Walker sent me a picture of the pending payment and requested I send him a small amount first to get it verified. Not only did he expect me to pay a verification fee, but I needed to pay it via Google Play. Unfortunately for Walker, the picture was enough to convince me of the scam. I blocked him. How sugar daddy scams work. There are two main steps involved in a sugar daddy scam. First, the fake sugar daddy contacts a potential victim on social media platforms such as Instagram or Snapchat. Second, the scammer promises to send money as soon as the victim sends them something in return to show their loyalty or clear the transaction. As I've described above, fake sugar daddies lure their potential sugar babies through direct messages that sound and are too good to be true. They first try to gain your trust before carrying on with requesting payment. Then they'll usually send you proof like fake transaction records or photos of other happy sugar babies. When they do get around to requesting payment or verification, these scammers will disappear as soon as the money is sent to them. They may ask for payment to prove your loyalty or cover transaction fees or validate your account, depending on the scam. Sugar Daddy gift card scams often ask for payment verification via prepaid cards like Google Play or Amazon because those cards can't easily be refunded or traced. Scammers might also deposit fraudulent money to the victim's account from a stolen credit card. By the time the victim sends the sugar daddy what they want, the credit card company is charged the money back, or the scammer sets up a credit card in the victim's name and runs a huge debt. Uh-oh. Sugar daddy scams have become more increasingly common. Many young women are affected by similar ploys from cybercriminals across the globe. Some of these women may be in a difficult financial situation and could really use the money. Alternatively, they may just be looking for a certain standard of living that they can't otherwise afford. The alleged sugar daddies exploit such situations to make a profit and end up causing a lot of damage. There are plenty of fake sugar daddies on Instagram. The most common scam scenarios, like my case above. Typically, the scammer will send you a direct message, then move to another platform like WhatsApp. Finally, they'll ask you to send them something first before they can release the money. Some popular payment apps that Instagram scammers use are Cash App and PayPal. Explain how they can scam sugar babies using these apps below. Cash App scams out on a social media platform like Instagram or Snapchat. Once a fake sugar daddy has lured their victim in, they can use Cash App to steal information or money. Here's some common sugar daddy Cash App scams. Money in and then out. You receive a fraudulent payment in your account, then send a gift card or other payment the scammer requested. When the Cash App realizes the money in your account is stolen, they take it back immediately, leaving you high and dry. Fake verification. The scammer asks you to transfer some money to prove your account is real or you're genuine. Then they block you and run off with the money. Clearance fee. The fake sugar daddy says you need to pay a sum of money to release a much larger sugar than they promised. But Cash App is a mobile payment app that works like Venmo, meaning person-to-person transfers are instant and never need verification. Phishing. Phishing attempts by a fake sugar daddy might mean they'll ask for your cash tag, email, phone number, and address to complete the transaction. Provide only your cash tag for any legitimate transaction. It may help protect you from identity theft. Fake payment. You receive a fake payment notification supposedly from Cash App and a link to check the message infected with malware. Knowing these types of sugar daddy scams out there can help you avoid them, and you can also protect yourself with a comprehensive security tool like Avast One. Avast can help protect you from viruses and other malware, as well as phishing attacks and other scams. Plus, it includes a host of built-in privacy features like a VPN to help you keep your personal data safe, help protect yourself against fake sugar daddies and other scammers with Avast One. PayPal scams. The most common PayPal scams that are fake sugar daddies use is sending their victim a screenshot of a pending transaction so it looks like the money is ready to hit their account. Of course, the scammer says they just need something in return. As I mentioned in the example about my run-in with the sugar daddy on Instagram, these scammers often ask for gift cards, but fake sugar daddies may also ask for payment via cryptocurrency. You should also watch out for the cash requests over at PayPal. The sugar daddy scammer sends a request for a small amount as a guarantee in the hope that you click accept. Don't. Snapchat scams. Sugar daddies will try to scam a sugar baby on Snapchat, just like on Instagram. Can use Snapchat to find the victims and start a conversation, hoping to turn into a profitable scam. When it comes time to arrange payment, they'll likely still use the Cash App or PayPal tricks described above, open a credit card in the sugar baby's name and max it out, or request bank details or other personal information. How can you avoid being scammed? The best way to stay safe from the fake sugar daddies and the social media scams they use is to avoid communicating with scammers in the first place. As a rule of thumb, it is safe to assume that whenever something seems to be too good to be true, it usually is. Here are a few additional steps that you can take to avoid scams. Don't ask for messages from people you don't follow. If you're in doubt, look at their profile to see if there's anything fishy about it. Ignore any messages promising free money. If it looks too good to be true, it usually is. Don't give your personal details to strangers. You wouldn't do it in person, so don't do it online. Do your research. Read through the forums and relevant online groups to obtain more information on the types of scams you think you encountered, like these helpful guides. How to know if a sugar daddy is legit. If you want to know how to spot a fake sugar daddy, here's some telltale signs. They only want to DM you. Many sugar daddy scammers and other romance scammers avoid video chats or face-to-face meetups, lest you find out who they really are. Their social media profiles are fake. Accounts and few followers, stock imagery, or zero posts are probably not real. Many fake sugar daddies have these types of profiles. Note that most scammers can use stock imagery or they poorly Photoshop things together to make it look convincing when they make mistakes in their Photoshopping. Small, subtle, nuanced detail in the Photoshopping that gives away it as a fake photo. That scammers have a habit of Photoshopping things together to make it look convincing when they do tend to make mistakes that are subtle and nuanced mistakes and not easily noticeable until it's too late. A real sugar daddy has no need for your cash. They're rich after all, won't ask their sugar baby for money in any format. They ask you to send them money. If all this seems to check out and they send you money, wait a while before spending it to make sure it's real and not fraudulent. But the safest way to avoid getting scammed is to ignore any messages that seem too good to be true. If you do come across sugar daddy scams, report them directly to the network where they appear, whether on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, or another channel. This is one step toward making the internet a safer place for us all. So having that said, since this video is going on for about 12 minutes, I just thought I'd give you a 12-minute long read about sugar daddy scams and what the issue is. There are scams that do happen like this. I recently encountered a profile that was talking about me wanting to donate $100 worth of Bitcoin to a Bitcoin wallet in order to get $2,500 back on Cash App, and I later realized that that is fake and fraudulent money because as soon as Cash App realizes the money has been fraudulent, they'll take it back, leaving me in this matter high and dry and broke. And the fact that I discontinued Cash App after I had a Cash App account, but I quickly closed it afterwards after I realized scammers are using PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, like they're using payment apps just to steal money and run away with from people just to make an illegitimate living. And it would help if people did their due diligence by simply noticing the telltale signs of a fake sugar daddy scam in this video I just mentioned and knowing it's too good to be true. So other than that, till next time, I'm William Armstrong.